Okay? It's going. Priming the engine. Awesome. All right. Welcome to the call, Tahir. Welcome to the call, Nathan. Welcome to the call, Victoria. Welcome to the call, Nat. Awesome to see you. Okay. Awesome. So, with that being said, guys, this is what it is, right? We want to make sure we understand, okay? What is digital marketing? Okay? Digital marketing is attraction marketing. Okay? Can you become a magnet? In other words, can people come to you without bothering your friends and your families? Right? That's the magic. Not only that, what if you could do it in 2 to 3 hours a day and have the rest of the day going about your business? Right? Spending it with your family, spending it with your spouse or your significant other, right? I I hear you. I had almost no life working so hard serving people in the network marketing space. Why? It's required for you to do if you want to serve them the right way, right? It's just part of the industry. Welcome to the call, Trachita. Welcome to the call, Chef CC. Good to see you. Awesome. It's required to do that. But in the digital marketing space, when you master whatever it is your message to your perfect customer, the rest is history. So, what does that require? What does that look like, right? Number one, your message has to be clear. The biggest mistake is people are all over the place. Our message is very simple, okay? You come to our community, we're going to teach you the framework. Everything is inside, okay? The framework, the day-to-day task broken down step by step, the whole 9 yards. Thank you for the gifts, Maya. Welcome. And guess what? We have so many people transforming. You know, what that community was designed to do is to provide you everything that I wish I had or knew in the beginning. I had to pay multiple coaches and mentors in order to learn the whole framework for the past 13 months and be able to reach our 6 figures to be able to put all this together for you where you don't have to do all of that. Only thing you have to do is plug in, do as shown, as taught, and guess what? On a daily basis, you get instructions. And that's what allows you to achieve one step by step by step by step and get the results. We have so many folks that have been in digital marketing space for many months, many years, were so overwhelmed, if you can relate, right? They were so overwhelmed, didn't know where to go, what to do, what to start. We were able to organize that for them. And then once we organize that for them, we've been able to get them to go to the right directions and start getting things together, right? See, one of the number one biggest mistake is most people wait for just that one sale. But what if you could make reoccurring income within a community while you master your message and be able to get that sale? Wouldn't that make more sense to be able to operate a business with a little bit of fuel coming in as to waiting for a full gas tank right away, right? But guess what? Once you got a little fuel coming in, welcome, Tyler. Once you got a little fuel coming in, right? Guess what? You get a full tank along the way. That's awesome. But you don't run out of gas, right? Because you're constantly putting gas in your car. And that's the thing. I wish somebody had taught me that in the beginning, but I learned that about 6 months into it, right? And about 6 months into it, we start to generate an incredible, significant reoccurring income that was helping along with the customers we were getting every single month. You know, Let me give you the analogy. Some of you guys from my boating people, right? You go on a boat, first of all, I don't like unless it's an outerboard engine, right? I'm gonna tell you, so much easier to maintain, so much easier to fix, right? And keep running. But here's the analogy, regardless if you have inboard or outboard, right? Would you rather go on a boat that has one engine, two engine, or three engine? Ha! Place your comments in the chat. I'd love to hear from you. I'm gonna tell you, I don't know about you, but there's nothing worse to be stuck on the water waiting for a towboat. That could be hours, sometimes longer than hours, right? So it's always safer to go on the water with two to three engines. One goes out, you still have one engine to come back in, right? Well, what about speed? Are you going to go faster with one engine, two engine, or three engine? Naturally, three engine. So why not do the same thing in digital marketing, right? In digital marketing, you should have multiple streams of income, not depending on just one income. Does that make sense? Now, our flagship product provides 10 streams of income. Then the community provides an additional 23 streams of income. So with 33 engines, I think you should be safe on the water, right? But you got income coming in from somewhere. There's no better feeling to watch a deposit going into your bank account from your minimum effort and multiple results. That's the magic of digital marketing. Okay? Now, why did I decide to go digital marketing? The one thing that attracted me the most was something called master resale rights, right? That means you buy a product, you earn the master reselling right, you buy the master resale rights, and you get to sell that same product. Listen to this, a product you didn't create, but you're able to earn 100% commission. Now, how cool is that, guys? I'm gonna tell you, when I heard that, I said, this cannot be possible. How in the world can that be possible? You don't have to create a digital product and you can earn the rights to earn 100% commission on that product. I was like, I've got to look into this, you know? This has got to be something. And you know something that's ironic? It's been around for a long time. But how come I just heard about it 13 months ago? You see? So this is kind of huge, okay? The second thing that really, really attracted me as to why I went digital is I was watching people working 2 to 3 hours a day and able to get their time back and have a life. That meant to me, that gave me like, wow, there's actually light at the end of the tunnel. This is huge, right? And guess what? That's the two main things that attracted me to digital marketing. You see, now I said, you know what? I've got to learn these skills. And in the beginning, I didn't even have the money to start. That's how bad it was in my early 50s, right? I had to borrow the money from my mom, but I knew that all I needed was one customer to pay her back, and I was going to do whatever it takes to follow to the T this system that is proven to make sure I get my customer as quickly as possible. Gratefully, I was able to do that within my first 7 days. Got my first customer, pay back my mom 100%, and built my trust with her and said, you know what? I made mistakes in my life, but guess what? I'm ready to get back on track. And that was meant the whole world to my mom, right? So then from there, everything was profit. Everything was 100% profit. And that was huge. You see? Now, in our program for the flagship product, there's also payment plans. Okay? As long as you go in there and you apply and you deal with the payment plan platforms, they approve you, boom, you're good to go. Okay? My partner, Brahim, he started out on the payment plan and he started digital marketing way before me. Okay? But now, this digital marketing space has helped him make almost $50,000 in the digital space. Think about this. How many of y'all here could use an extra $50,000 on a side gig, right? Is that pretty cool? Absolutely, right? So there is money to be made, but you got to do the work. You got to learn the skills. You got to learn the framework, just like anything else. You know what kills me? And I'm not bashing people who went to college. I went to college. I got my 4-year degrees at University of Florida. Luckily, I didn't have to pay for it. The military paid for it. Uncle Sam paid for it, right? But what kills me is you watch people spend so much money in an education and they go learn digital marketing where you don't have to spend nearly the amount of money outside of college to learn digital marketing. But imagine if you treat it like college and you spent the money in yourself as much as you would spend for tuition for college, how much faster would you learn digital marketing? And that's exactly what I did the first 90 days. I refused to go to college to learn it. I said, I'm going to learn it right here in this community, and I'm going to invest whatever I need to invest into myself by hiring mentors and coaches and learn this thing the right way. Because, my mom has always taught me if you're going to learn something, why not learn it from people who have been there, done that, and can show you how to get there the same way they got there? That's why I had a problem in college, especially when it came to business classes, right? I was very careful who I learned from, and I was very careful who I take instruction from. That's just the way my mom raised me, and I hope you can resonate. So, for those of you guys who don't know me and you just came on, my name is Kim. 13 months ago, back in November of 2024, I was in a really big rat. I was back rock bottom in my early 50s, lost a large Facebook group, did not build a list, and at the same time lost the income from the network marketing. And then we decided to go digital. And then fast forward in our first 13 months, we were able to make our 6 figures again and be able to get back on our feet and get our time back. And this time we were able to do it in 2 to 3 hours a day, guys. Pretty amazing stuff, okay? So if you want to know more and you want to learn about the framework and the details, just go to our community up here on ppplearn.com, okay? You can go as little as $2 a month. We're not here to break the bank, but if you do $20, guess what? For the year, you'll get to sit down with me. We'll go hash it out. We'll find out what you're doing is working. If you need a full audit of your social media, we'll do that as well. All at no additional charge. That's normally something that I offer for $500 for a person who wants all that done. Okay? So I just want you to know we're going to give you that complimentary if you sign up annually in our community at the minimum to entry so you can at least take a look around. Okay? See, make sure that this is the right fit. Make sure that it is what you're looking for. Get a chance to hear from some of the community members, and that's going to give you a big different aspect. I wish I had that kind of access, right? When I had access to our bigger community, I had to purchase their course, interactive course, right? And I had to do that before I could come into the community and see all that. So again, I don't want you to have to do all that. Come into community, $2, $20 a year, and you're going to get the same feeling. And at least when you're ready and you can see the bigger picture and you're ready to make that investment in yourself and learn everything with the framework, with the tools, then at least I know you're going to make an educated decision. You're going to feel comfortable, feel good about it, and we're going to be able to have a long-term relationship. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys, right? So with that being said, guys, let's move into this. Yesterday, I had a person who emailed me, right? And their question was, is this just another course that I have to buy and resell to other people? Well, that couldn't be further than the truth. Number one, it's not just a course. A course is something that is pre-recorded. They hand it to you after you buy it, and then they tell you, best of luck. Figure it out. Unfortunately, this is not what this is. This is what we call an interactive program, meaning there is live support, there is live mentorship weekly, okay? And in some cases, if you go to different tiers, even daily. I want everything. Of course, I needed the daily. Does that make sense? So I went ahead and got my coaches and got the daily. You see, not everybody can do that. It's okay. But you know what? Here's what I believe. When there's a will, there's a way. But once you see the value, so if you don't see the value, the will is not going to come, right? So that's how that is, because you think about it, okay? This interactive program is for three types of people that we see most commonly come to this platform, okay? The first kind of people is the people who already have a business. Guess what? These people don't need another side gig. They don't need another idea. They just want more eyeballs on what it is they're already selling. They want more eyeballs so they can get more customer, more traffic. And that's why they come here, right? Let me share with you, for me, I needed to learn the skill to attract people without bothering friends and families. Then I've always been doing mentoring and coaching, and I wanted more eyeballs on people to learn what it is that I teach, right? And that's one of the reasons why I can resonate with the first type of people. The second type of people are people who come to us, right? And they just want to learn how to make money. Guess what? That's exactly what this is. We teach you how to make money, even if you don't want to own a traditional business. Does that make sense? Right? And then you got the third type of people who come here, they want to learn automation. Fine, we'll give you automation. Automation is amazing once you understand the framework from the front door of your step to the back end of the automation. You got to understand the whole framework. You see? So whether if it's a person who's looking for more eyeballs, the person that's looking for automation, or a person that's just looking to make money, whichever one you might be, we're here to help. It fits right in. We love you either way because that's what we do. You see? So with that being said, if you guys want more information on that, just go right up here, ppp-learn.com, and guess what? You go in, we're not here to break the bank, $2 a month, $20 a year, $20 a year, you get a free audit with me. Any questions, any issues that you need to address, we'll hash it out together. Isn't that pretty cool? Right? So, welcome to the call, John. Welcome to the call, King Ben. Welcome to the call, Marie. Welcome to the call, Bree. Guess what? It's so awesome, guys. Man, I am so excited. Last week, we had multiple guests, right? Come on. To show you guys this is a real community. We have real people, right? It was so awesome, right? But again, we have a workshop coming up, right? You want the details, right? Either DM me or if you want the details, go right up here, ppp-learn.com. We're going to get you all the details to this workshop, okay? It is free to attend, but if you want in the VIP and you want to get the transformation and get the most, just get the details, okay? It's going to be pretty awesome, okay? So, guess what, guys? The digital marketing space is an amazing space. I got it down to a science from my mentor, where now we got it down to a 2 to 3 hour workday. Okay? It's pretty amazing. What do you do during these 2 to 3 hours, right? First hour, you create 3 pieces of content, right? You're gonna have a formula. I'm gonna give you guys a formula that has worked for me and worked for thousands of others, right? 7 seconds, 30 seconds, 60 seconds. Okay? That means you do a 7-second video, 30-second video, and a 60-second. They each have a purpose. Okay? I'm not going to go into that today. Okay. Once you got your 3 pieces of content, that shouldn't take you more than an hour. But in the beginning, it might take you longer because in the beginning, you're learning the skills. Again, there's a learning curve, just like anything else. Nothing is going to fall on your lap. Okay. There is a little work required. Okay. Now, once you got your 3 pieces of content, hang on a second. So now, once you got your 3 pieces of content, you got to do your engagement before you post them. You got to do a little comment, reply to your emails, right? Engage in other people's lives, that kind of stuff. You take 30 minutes to do that. Now, if it's taking you more than 30 minutes, that's a good problem. That means you got engagement. That means you're making money. Has anyone here ever complained about making money? I hope not. Okay? Guess what? I've never had anybody ask me, why did I get this money in my bank account? Never have I had that question. Man, I don't know what's going on. Hey, babe. Babe, could I get some water, please? So, so far, we've got our hour, 3 pieces of content, 7 seconds, 30 seconds, 60 seconds, right? And then reply, engagement, comments, right? Thirdly, you're going to do something called free ads. For those of you guys who are not quite ready to go live, right? You post free ads, same time, every single day. Boom. Imagine. Have you ever been charged to post something on Facebook? Right? That's considered free ads to post on social media, right? Social media is huge. Okay? You're talking about 3 billion people on social media. Okay? So think about that for a second. You post free ads for 30 minutes, do it consistently until you build that confidence to go live. Now, me personally today, I don't post free ads anymore. I just go live. But the ironic thing is, I didn't go live like this my first 13 months. My strength is doing group lives, like a Zoom and then stream it live, right? Because I'm used to interacting with people that I can see, that I can talk to. And my first 13 months doing that, we still reached 6 figures without going to the solo live. But this time in 2026, I made a promise to myself, right? That I'm going to make the effort to go live. Guess what? I just added another outboard engine to the boat. What's that mean? That means the boat going to move faster. Here's what's happened the last 3 weeks. The amount of leads that come in has increased, the amount of conversion has increased, and the traffic in our community has increased. What do you think that's going to result? Naturally, more income. So when the income goes up, your performance goes up, your mindset goes up, you feel good, everybody's happy. You see? So that is how that actually goes. Okay? Welcome to the call, Dylan. Welcome to the call, Patsy. Welcome to the call, Cal. Great to have you. Okay. Good stuff. Okay. So at the end of the day, guys, here's what I want you guys to see. Okay. Don't sell yourself short. Take the bull by the horn. Get in. We're not breaking the bank here. $2 or $20 for the year. And guess what? At least you gave yourself a chance to take a look. Take it to the next step. Say, you know what? I want to do this. Can you give me the information that I need to do this? No problem. We'll make sure we get you the details, right? But the one thing we want you to do is experience to make an educated decision, right, by getting educated first. Okay? So that's to us, that's very important. I wish I was given that opportunity. Okay? But I'm a little bit more gutsy and I say, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I have to do this. There's no other things that I can do that's gonna deliver what I'm looking for. And that to me, that's not everybody's like that. Okay? So I have an amazing wife. I can tell you this. All right. Welcome to the call, Catchy. Welcome to the call, Bree. Welcome to the call, Forrest. Awesome. Welcome to the call, Kai. Guys, don't overthink this. Think about this. Where's my stay-at-home moms, stay-at-home dads, right? What else can you do? I didn't want another job. I haven't had a job for 30 years, right? Once I left the military, that was it. Network marketing was what was my world, right? But I don't want to work these 18-hour days. That's the part they don't tell you. That in the beginning, for the first 3 years, you got to put in the hours, right? That is not what I signed up for. When I came to digital marketing space, in the beginning, took more than 2 to 3 hours, right? It took me about 6 hours, maybe, right? Because I had to learn the skill, then I had to spend time to learn the framework and the whole 9 yards. But once you've learned all that stuff, it's all automation. All you got to do is the actual work. The actual work takes 2 to 3 hours a day. You can do it on a 5 day work week or you can do it on a 7 day work week. Personally, I do a 6 day work week. Sunday is God's day. I don't do no work on Sundays. Does that make sense? And now I can control the time, control my life. I can do things like taking my mother to the doctor without having to asking anybody, permission, without having to just get up and go, right? Do things with my wife in case something needs to be done. We have to take care of something. I don't got to ask nobody no permission, right? That is called gaining your time back. Is that so? I hope this resonates with you, right? Welcome to the call, Catchy. Welcome to the call, Bree. I hope this resonates with you. But give us the opportunity to meet you. Give us the opportunity to discover what is it you're looking for, or if you're already doing it, what are you doing right? What are you doing wrong? We're here to help, and that's only $2 a month, $20 a year. We're not here to break the bank. We all spend more than that many places, guys. I can guarantee you this, okay? And all you got to do is go to the website right above my head, right? So, guess what? Real quick, we're about to wrap things up here. I try to respect everybody's time. I'm not one of those guys that's going to go live for 3 hours or 5 hours. I don't do that, guys. 1 hour tops, but in most cases, I wrap it up in 45 minutes, okay? I'm a very straight to the point. I don't have to do any sugarcoating. I am straight, direct to the point. And you'll learn me, Kim's got no filters. Okay? You're gonna get it raw. Why? I don't need to change. I just need to be me, right? You're gonna get to know. For me, when I work with someone, I am not here to tell you what you want to hear. I am here to tell you what you need to hear. That's a big difference, okay? That's a big difference. Why? People want to paint that picture to tell you, okay, this is going to be so great. But they don't tell you the down part. They don't tell you the up part, right? I'm here to tell you like it is. If you need to know something that's going to be happening, I'm going to make sure you know about it before it happens. Okay? Because that's just the way I always have been for almost 3 decades, guys. That has been my reputation, right? So, with that being said, last but not the least, okay, quick recap, okay? Digital marketing. You don't have to bother your friends and families. The whole idea here is to attract, to become a magnet with people you don't know from Adams that learns to like, know you, and trust you, and then decide to work with you, right? To me, that is absolutely magical. Once you learn the framework, you learn the how to, you learn the 30,000 foot view and put it all together. And that's what we're here to do to help you. What is your next step? Just go above to the website. You can come in as little as $2 a month. We're not here to break the bank. Do $20 for the year, save $4. Hey, $4 is $4, right? But the biggest advantage of doing that, you get a one-on-one with me. We're gonna hash it out. If I need to audit your entire system to see what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong, we'll do that. No additional charge. That's a $500 value alone. Okay. So with that being said, y'all have a good day. I will see you tomorrow, 8 o'clock sharp.